Hi guys, I've got a super easy pasta dish today. It's got very few ingredients, super tasty, and it's like an ultimate comfort food. I've got a pan on, glug of oil, half an onion in there. And then this dish has got loads of garlic in it. Garlic is obviously harsh when you start out with it raw, but when you cook it into a dish, it really kind of mellows. So don't kind of hold back with it. With your garlic, never try and peel it, that's really fiddly. Put your blade on top and just push down with your hands. The skin will come off really, really easily. So we get a couple of cloves of garlic in there. There's one. Same again, blade on top, push down. Skin will just come away, super easy. Don't need to be kind of fiddling around peeling it for too long. And then in this dish, I want the garlic to kind of really emphasize. I want it to come through and kind of pop as a flavor. So I don't want to dice it. I'm just going to literally slice through. So you kind of got discs of garlic, which I'll show you in a sec. Watch your fingers, obviously. Just literally slice through. Nothing too kind of got your kind of discs of garlic. That's what I'm kind of going for. Little discs. Go into the pan with those. So we've got our garlic, got our onions in the pan. Say it's about half an onion and 2 cloves of garlic in there. Go in with some butter. Butter in the pan. Just let that sweat down. And then I'm going to go in with some chilies. And again, these chilies, I want them to be kind of a real bold flavour in the dish. I don't want them to be tiny. We want to kind of have that spike of flavour. This is a medium kind of heat chili, middle of the road. So we're going to go in there with, a good handful. It depends on your chili, obviously. So if you've got a super hot chili, go for less. If you put the seeds in, you might be in trouble. But with the flesh of the chili, kind of don't be too shy. Don't hold back. We want that real kind of pop of flavour through this dish. I'm also going to go in with some cherry tomatoes. Get them in the pan now so they can really start to kind of sweat down and disintegrate. I've got some king prawns. I love king prawns. I'm going to kind of poach them in this butter. If you try and char king prawns or kind of grill them, they always get a little bit dry for me. So this way we're going to poach them in our butter. They'll be real nice and soft and tender. I'm also holding back some little tiny chopped bits of king prawn. The reason for that is we want the kind of texture of the whole prawn in the dish. We also want to distribute some of that prawn flavour throughout. So I can keep some little bits of prawn, they'll go in towards the end. We let our king prawns poach nicely in all that butter, garlic. Season now. I'm going to go in with a minimal kind of seasoning, and I'll explain why that is later. Certainly in terms of the salt, not too much, and some pepper, good grind of pepper. Get that in there. And then at this stage, I'm going to go in with a good glug of olive oil. Just want to stop that butter from catching. We're starting to build a sauce now. So the olive oil is just starting to coat everything. Nice and glossy. Look at that. Just kind of working those flavours through the dish, through the pan. Nice and soft. We haven't got a high heat. We want to just kind of poach the prawns gently. And now we're going to hit it with some lime. Just going to explode the flavour with some lime. Squeeze about half a lime in there. Get that going. Oh, get all those lovely lime juices in there. Citrus and seafood, what a marriage. Amazing, get that in there. And I'm gonna zest some lime in as well. We don't only want the juice, want some of that zest in there as well. Put too much juice in and it's gonna kind of start making our sauce too wet, kind of too loose. Use half a lime juice, but mostly zest as well. Get some zest in there. Amazing. Smell is awesome. Just so many nice flavours in there. Now we can go in with our small bits of prawn, our little chopped up bits of king prawn, okay? Get them in. So they're going to kind of really work through the dish and add and distribute that flavour rather than just having the kind of one hit of the prawn. You can see how we're starting to develop a sauce, real beautiful flavours and colours going on in there. It's an Italian dish, obviously. When we go in with our parsley, you're going to have all the kind of colours of the Italian flag going on. It's just real nice. So we've got loads of flavour in there now. You could absolutely leave that as it is, but I'm going to hit it with some mascarpone, okay? I think people are probably put off by mascarpone because it sounds expensive. I've got a whole pot full for under £1. It's really not that expensive at all. You could definitely use creme fraiche as well as an alternative. We'll go in there. It's just going to help bring the dish together. It's going to thicken our sauce. It's going to add that lovely creamy kind of thing going on. So get that in there, it'll just melt down beautifully. As I said, definitely fine to use creme fraiche as well. Get that mixed through. And look, with so few ingredients in such a short amount of time, we've created an amazing little pasta sauce there, which is just beautiful, full of flavour. All that garlic, the prawns, the chilli, the lime. I'm gonna go in now with some flat leaf parsley, and there's what I was talking about. You've got your red, your white and your green of the Italian flag. It's awesome, really nice. It's as nice to look at as it is to eat. Get that in there, stir that through. Always towards the end with the fresh herbs, we don't want them to lose their flavour, so it's a kind of a hit at the end with that. Let's give our sauce a taste. It's creamy, it's garlicky, it's got the chilli heat, it's just beautiful, it's so easy. So easy. Turn the heat down. And then here's what I was talking about in terms of minimal salt. Because we've got salt in our pasta water, I've got some linguine over here. Could absolutely use spaghetti or tagliatelle. I love linguine, it's kind of the perfect consistency for me. Obviously you want to check that our pasta is al dente. Taste it if you want, otherwise just put your thumb through it. You should get some resistance, but you should ultimately be able to push your thumb through. It's all silky. I've got obviously salt in the water and I've got olive oil in there. Kind of a bone of contention. For me, I always put a glug of olive oil in the pasta water. And then we're not going to strain that pasta. We're going to drag it across into our dish. And that means we've got some of that lovely glossy pasta water in there that we're going to add to our dish with some of the salt, with some of the olive oil. And that will just help to just coat and bring the dish together and give a little bit more body to the dish with that pasta water in there. It's so full of flavour that we don't want to tip it away. And then really just working our pasta through the sauce, amalgamating the ingredients, and then really we're kind of there. Super quick and easy. So good. Say it's like my ultimate comfort food. Yeah, I love fish and chips. Yeah, I love kind of burgers and all of that kind of thing. But this is my favourite comfort food. It's so fresh and so nice and so full of flavour, so tasty, so easy. And then we're going to serve up. Just going to kind of just like tumble it into the bowl really. Just show the camera how awesome that looks. Really glossy, beautiful pasta. Just get it in your bowl. Just kind of twist your tongs, sit the pasta in there beautifully. Look at that. Once you've got your kind of pasta in there, kind of go on top with some of the ingredients. Obviously you want it all mixed in, but it's nice to have those prawns sat on top. They just look amazing. And I'll show the camera in a sec. Get some of that sauce in there. Beautiful, look. One more. Just kind of twist it like that. Amazing. And then I'm just going to kind of top it with a little bit more fat leaf parsley. And maybe a couple of cheeky little chilies on top as well. I don't use the seeds, but just the flesh would be good. You'd be fine with that. Look at that. Awesome, quick and easy. Super delicious. Beautiful, glossy, full of flavour pasta. It's nearly lunchtime, so glass of wine next to that. This is an Italian pecorino, which is kind of somewhere between a Pinot Grigio and a Picpoul. And it goes absolutely beautifully. So there we go guys, super quick and easy, delicious, glossy, full of flavour. Serve it with a glass of white wine. Cheers.